Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to the first installment of my Team Training Tuesday. Quite a tongue twister, the T3 or the 3T. Anyway, Team Training Tuesday. I'm going to be recording all of these videos and also adding them to my YouTube channel so that we can use them and share them freely in case there's anything in these that sparks an interest in you or really hits home for you on a subject you've been working through in your business and your personal life. And hopefully you can find something here that'll help you out, and it could be even something that you need to hear for a friend going forward. A lot of times I'm just going through so many books and podcasts and articles, and not necessarily things that I'm trying to personally work on at the time, but I'm storing all that information in my brain. And what's been great about that is as soon as somebody that I know says something, it'll kind of fire off that synapse and I'll remember, oh yeah, I just read an article about that, let me send that over to you. So these can be used in the same exact way, kind of a resource for you and a help going forward for not only you and your own business, but the team under you and the people that are going to come up after you. So I'm hoping to only take 10 or 15 minutes on these, so they'll kind of be quick and easy to watch and for you to send to people, and it's not like a whole hour-long seminar on each topic. So this one will probably take, 10 to 15 minutes tonight. 10 minutes is pretty fast, and so we'll just see how this goes. And I really don't have a limit, but I'll just kind of say what I need to say and we'll be done with it. So I always like to jump into these kind of just right away, so I don't waste my own time or your own time because we're all so busy with our daily lives. And today, as I was trying to realize, okay, this is our first Team Training Tuesday, what am I going to talk about? I really had no plan, and so it honestly just struck me 10 minutes ago that I would love to spend some time on aptitude versus attitude. And this is really hitting home for me this week because I'm trying something brand new on my social media account on Facebook, and I had decided just yesterday to kick off a video series. So this is going on my personal page, and it's going to go to everybody that's on my personal friends list. So right now that's nearing 850 people, and I do have a business page for my Young Living stuff, but I decided let's put this on my personal page. I'd rather actually have more exposure, more interaction, and I'm doing kind of a general health and wellness series over there. And so yesterday I was thinking, okay, I've been thinking about this for quite a while. I've had all these subjects rolling around in my head. I know so much based on the research that I've personally done over the years, and how do I get this information out to other people in an easy to understand way, so they can maybe look into some of the subjects that might pertain to them, their family's health and wellness, and kind of just start this movement of change. And so how can I affect that? And one of the ways is I have some exposure on Facebook. So I have so many friends, they have so many friends, and hopefully something that I say will just really strike a chord and help people make some kind of change for the better. So how does this relate to my aptitude versus attitude? Well, I decided yesterday, I said, I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks now. I really have no plan. I don't have any subject matter ready to go. I have nothing hashed out as far as a schedule. But I said, if I don't commit to it today, I'm never going to do it. So why not just do it? And why not just announce that I'm going to do it and start it the very next day? So that's where we're at here on Tuesday. And I kicked that off on my personal page. And I also said, I've been trying to come up with a training schedule on my leaders group too. Why don't I just commit to this? Let's just jump in. And that's part of the attitude that I've been trying to have in my business is, committing to something that I know is going to push me. It's really going to stretch me as far as my comfort zone, my comfort level, but it's also going to grow me. So once I push past some of those deep-held, deep-seated fears and reservations about doing something, really just go for it. And what's the worst that can honestly happen as far as these videos? Okay, maybe I mess up a few words. Maybe I smack my lips too much. Maybe I come out like a total buffoon. Well, that's okay. That's human. That's who we all are. So my attitude has been, let's just try it, see what happens, and it's probably going to end up way better than I could have ever expected. And so that's the attitude that I'm having, and I've been trying to have the last year, but really in 2018, we are trying to push for platinum level. And so I need to make some big changes. There's still so much personal growth that I have to go through. So my attitude and your attitude should be, okay, this is our goal. How do we make it happen? And looking for the positive in every situation. And even if something doesn't turn out the way that you want it to, doesn't mean it didn't help you along your journey into becoming more of a professional network marketing, more of a well-rounded person. And a lot of the times the things that we're going through in our personal struggles are going to be such a help to other people who are coming behind us. Not only other essential oil users who have questions and concerns and comments, but also people who want to try to maybe get into the business like you have too. How can we help them along in their journey? So the aptitude portion, aptitude is usually thought of as a natural ability to do something. Your skill set, kind of like a natural affinity for things that you're doing. And a lot of times you don't have the aptitude when you start out. You don't have the skill set. Maybe you're brand new to this whole idea of network marketing and you have no idea why you said yes. Why are you here? Why did you decide to be a wholesale member? And maybe now, why are you deciding to go out there and maybe share about it on purpose with some of your friends and family? Well, it's because it's coming from that place in your heart where you know this is a great choice for you. You know it's a great choice for the people that you love. And so you've decided that you want to do it, but you don't have the aptitude, the skill set to get it done yet. And so I have another topic that we'll talk about another time, going from four different stages in your kind of business professional life where you are you're unconsciously incompetent, because you don't know what you don't know. Then you become consciously incompetent because you know what you don't know, but you don't know it yet. And then you become consciously competent, where you've learned the skills, you have the aptitude for something. And then the final stage is to become unconsciously competent, where you've been doing it for so long and it's such an easy thing for you. It's like you wake up in the morning and that's just who you are. That's what you do. So I'll talk about that a different time. It's such an interesting topic. But the aptitude can come later. There's no one that says you have to have it all figured out to start. And honestly, you shouldn't put that pressure on you anyway. How are you supposed to learn any kind of new skill in your life if you don't just say, okay, let's do this today. Let's try it out and see how it goes. And so your attitude is going to carry you a lot further in this business than your aptitude, because your aptitude can be learned. It can be, you can glean resources. You can come to your upline leaders. You can talk to crossline members, and you find out what you need to know, and then you learn how to do it later. So a good example is, hosting classes or teaching an online class or something like that. I didn't start out, certainly 6 years ago in Young Living, knowing how to teach a class at all. I went to my upline leaders and I said, hey, I think it's great to have a class, but I don't want to teach it. I'm too scared. I have too many reservations. How do we get this done? So the first thing I did was host a class where I invited people that I knew, and my upline support system taught the class for me. And so I kind of job shadowed almost for about 2 or 3 different classes. And then I realized, okay, I have some different ideas about what I would want to incorporate into my own classes. How do I make that me? And so little by little, I turned the script into something that I could use that sounded more realistic for me in my personal situation at this stage in my life. And then I go out there and I teach that. And you learn things by observing and trying them, seeing what works and what doesn't. And not all avenues of growing your business are going to feel comfortable to you at all times, or maybe ever. And so, I certainly didn't start out just doing videos like this 6 years ago. I was terrified. I would never be doing this. My younger self would probably be so surprised that I'm even recording these videos, putting them on YouTube, putting them on Facebook, and sharing them with anybody else. But you know what? We all have something that is valuable to other people. And so at this stage in my life, I feel like I have some knowledge that needs to be shared, that can be used by people who want to listen to it. And I want to push myself to be that person for people. So we kind of have to realize that if we're the health conscious person in our own families or our own circles of friends, how can we help those people in little tidbits here and there using our current skill set? using our attitude to carry us through the uncomfortable things that come after that, but building up that aptitude, and that's going to come later. And so anyway, that just kind of laid on my heart about 10 minutes ago, honestly, and I thought, you know what, this is important. Our attitude in life is important, our attitude in our business is important, because what that turns into is people see you as a positive resource and a positive influence on their life. And so we come from that place of caring and sharing, and we want the best for them and their families. And that really shows. If we're a negative person and we are just the doom and gloom every day that people are going to see on their Facebook or in person or everything we put out there, nobody's going to want to hang out with us. I don't want to hang out with those people. I want to hang out with people who invigorate me and help me to thrive and challenge me on things that I know I need to grow on. And so our attitudes just need to be that of being teachable and being encouraging to people, being positive, meeting them where they're at in their specific family situations, and knowing that not everybody is going to be us on day one. I don't expect any of you to be me right now doing videos or going out there teaching certain classes. We work on what we can as it comes to us, and our attitude carries us through as we learn the skill set and the aptitude to do the job that we are wanting to do and is really effective in building our businesses. So that's all for my Team Training Tuesday this week. I would love to hear comments on this. I would love to hear if any of you are struggling with either your aptitude, your skill set, or your attitude. Maybe you're kind of in a slump right now with your business. But I'd love to hear about that, and we can kind of talk through those. And so the part of this this video series that I hope what comes out of this is that we get some conversations going. We have some discussions. Obviously, we're not all on the camera together, but we can learn about each other and help encourage each other as we go. So let's get some of those conversations going, share with each other how we're doing and ways that we can help each other through all this and grow our organizations this year, but more so help more people that we know to live a healthier and happier life. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys all again next Tuesday, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye.